Oh, I got a nose itch. Hi, everybody. Dave Woodson, Roller Green Team Agents here in Northwest Indiana. I am one of the admins of here, Roller Agents that really work. I'm tired. I'm grumpy. You're getting me on a hell of a night. Let's show we're live in the group before we get going here, real quick. Refresh the page. Give me 1 second. Don't look like I'm live yet. Hold on. I gotta scroll, you damn. I'm live. What do you know? I'm live. Day 29 of the quarantine. And I'll tell you what, I've got no show plan whatsoever. It's me going off the rails at this point. I'm grumpy. I'm tired. It's after dark. It's raining outside. I've got 3 buyers that I can't find a freaking house for. I got one buyer that I can't get him to lower the price on the house. A new seller. I'm sorry. I got a seller coming on the market this week. The house should sell pretty quick. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So April shut down. Bring May. What did I say? Bring May flowers. We'll see if it does or not. We're talking about reopening the state, but I think it's might be just a little too soon for that. We'll see. People are jackasses. They're out there doing stupid things, and I'm one of them. I admit that I'm one of them. I'm out there every day. I go to the office. What is that? I go to the office every day, but I only see one person. I see my wife in the morning, see my daughter in the morning. I go to the office, I see the girl at the gas station, and I see one guy who delivers my food. So I get sick. I can blame those 3 people: my wife, the girl at the gas station, or the guy that brings me that food, or the girl that I showed the house to today. I am still showing houses. No one wants to do it virtually. They all want to go out and live in person. I don't blame them. I sold one house virtually 5 years ago, and that was a nightmare. It was a nightmare for me. It was a nightmare for them because they didn't know me from Adam. They was just some guy in their church who they had to take my word for it. And I was really honest with them. But I'm honest with you. When I go show a house, I'm honest. The floors are crooked. They got a crack on the wall. The basement looks like shit. It smells like dog crap. I'm honest with you. I'm blatantly honest with you every step of the way. Hey, Melissa, thank you. Thanks for liking it. I appreciate it. Dustin Pellegrino, Tessabella, Gelton. That's a new name. Tessabella, Melissa Waterwall. You guys are messing with me. I'm kidding. Yeah, a guy named Woodson playing on names. What? But Waterwall? That's a new. I've never even seen a name like Waterwall before. I'm not making fun of it. Trust me, I'm not forgetting your name. I like names. I'm always curious about where names come from. And the water walls kind of makes me wonder where it come from. Because I'm a Woodson, so I'm a son of a woodmaker or son of a woodman. That's where it came from. I know that to be a fact. I should have started drinking sooner, folks. Ask questions tonight, folks. Ask me anything. Ask me anything you freaking desire at this point. I don't care. I'm going off the rails. Talk about Jason Morris. Talk about coaching. Talk about anything you guys want to talk about. I'll answer any question you got for me. Any question. Ask me anything. I'm wild and carefree this evening. Tonight's wine. This is box wine. This is bought a box. But tonight's wine is Trevento. It's a Malbec. That's always my go-to wine is a Malbec. There's the Malbec. When this glass is empty, I'll pour the new glass. Melanie Spurgeon. How you doing, Melanie? A lot of new names tonight. I'm glad the group is expanding. A lot of you guys we're expanding here a little bit. This is a weekly show that I do. I've been doing it for the last 4 years. This is going on my 5th year now. Doing the show every Monday night. Started off as a 1-hour show. Actually started off as a half-hour show. Went to a 1-hour show. Actually hit a 2.5-hour show at one point. Now we're back down to 30 minutes. I usually start off at 32 minutes every Monday night. I stutter. Ice Mumble. I have Parkinson's. If you don't like it, don't friggin' watch. I don't. You're not gonna hurt my feelings because I do this every week, whether you guys like it or not. But I'm a little discouraged today because I showed the girl a house and my coach says the first one's always free. So I showed her the first one free. She wanted to go see it again. I was like, let's go see it again. You guys said now you go pre-approved. 525 credits, 535, below 600 credits. I don't know where the credits were, but I know it's below 600. So I'm kind of like, I just wasted 2 trips to Gary, Indiana. If you guys know what Gary, Indiana is like, remember seeing the movie Pearl Harbor with Ben Affleck and Josh Hartnett? You know the bombed out scenes they used for Japan? That's Gary, Indiana. I kid you not. They actually literally used Gary, Indiana for the bombed out scenes of Tokyo. When a stoplight goes out in Gary, they don't fix the stoplight. They put a temporary stop sign on the middle of the street. Welcome to Gary, the murder capital. At one point, the murder capital of the world. At one point, now not so much because there's no one lives there. Brandy Nelson, how you doing tonight? You're with Club Wealth, aren't you? I recognize the name. Wine tastes like I'm not going to work tomorrow. No, I'm kidding. You guys must think I'll drink the whole bottle this evening. Generally, I'm usually up by 6:30, 7 o'clock the next morning. I don't get hangovers. I just don't. I either battle through them, or I suck it up and go through it, or I just don't deal with it. But I don't want to be complaining tonight. I'm just not. I'm in the mood to be a little bitchy, but I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that person for you guys. I want to be the person of bright lights and big cities for you guys. We're working with about 3 or 4 buyers right now. Can't find them a damn house. So tomorrow is to get on HomeSnap, to get on Remine, and start looking for houses in their price range and send letters out. Hey, listen, are you interested in selling? I've got a box of leads in the garage. Actually, it's in the garage. I brought them home when this meltdown started, and I'm gonna go through the box of leads and start calling them. I've been promising that for the last 2-3 months, but now I've got to call them because I've got houses I got to sell. I've got buyers who need to go look. Hey, Jeff Santos in the house. Jeff, I missed your call today. You got a call today, and I completely freaking forgot about it. I got busy doing something else, and they say no. It's I'm like Doug on the dog Doug Squirrel. Hey Bill, how you doing, buddy? Squirrel. I get in the office, and next thing you know, it's Squirrel, and I'm off on another tangent. But I wanted to catch your call today. So if you guys do that again, hit me up. I want to do it again. Neil Schneider. Sorry, that's my German. I don't know why I went German on you. Susan Bennett. I should announce you guys because come in the room. It's probably annoying everybody else. But I like announcing when you come in the room, just saying hi. But am I the only one with low inventory right now? We're all doing low. I don't think I even won an MLS today. Yeah, I did. I was on MLS 4 or 5 times today because I was calling old Zillow leads. I still get the old Zillow pre-foreclosure leads, which I convert about 1 or 2 of those a year, which more than pays for itself 5 years over at this point. I think I pay $20 a month for these pre-foreclosure leads. Hey, Garrick. And I get about 1 or 2 that pan out over the year. Got one today. I actually got 10 over the last week. My ISA calls them. She talks to them and converts. If they're worth talking to, they come over to me. Low on what? Low inventory on homes. Homes to sell. Remine. 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 It comes. We get a base version with an MLS, but it's a AI, artificial intelligence. It can go through all the homes in your area and say This guy is medium or high to sell. This guy's a low to sell. I say this guy, this family, this person, this family is low to sell, high to sell. They look at their look at their not motives, their actions online, their mail they're getting. They're getting all of a sudden they're getting pregnancy shit. They're maybe high to sell, things like that. It's called Remind, REMINE. Tell you what I'll do is I'll reach out to those guys during the next couple of weeks and see if I can get them on the show and talk to them on the show. And HomeSnap is a good one. The full version is $200 a month, but you get name, address, email, phone number. So it's a good way to do not foreclosures. Well, they is a good way to do foreclosures. To do expireds for some owners. Get their email address. Get their email address and put it into your Facebook advertising, and they'll start seeing your name all of a sudden on their Facebook. Giddy up. That's a free tip for me to you. Don't worry about it. It's all part of me drinking a wine. It's not really free. I pay for it myself. I drink wine all night. Now it's time for the Trevento. First pour is always a healthy pour. So, is your state opening up May 1st or not? I'm getting massage May 5th, whether they know it or not at this point. I'm barging into the massage envy and said, "You're giving me massage. Who's first? You or you?" No, I'm kidding. I already got it scheduled for May 5th, and I'm getting it. I noticed some people in my office, not my office, but my areas are doing virtual showings, which I'm assuming they're doing okay for them. But I don't know if they're selling houses or not by doing virtual showings. Jessica Kish. Maybe you can answer this. Have you seen anybody doing virtual showings in our area? Jessica and I are in the same MLS. She's in Lake County. I'm in Porter County. I know I've seen one person admit that they're doing virtual showings. I ain't seen anybody do virtual open houses yet. I was going to volunteer to do one for this one person, but they have not returned my email. I was going to do one for my new listing, and she goes, "But I got a problem with that." I was like, "What's that?" She goes, I'm usually naked in the house when no one's around. I'm like, "Well, you won't be here for the open house, so that won't be an issue." And I pretty much gouged my mind's eye out while I was there thinking about that. I couldn't imagine this woman being a nudist. I don't imagine myself being a nudist. So let's be honest. Scares the daylight out of me seeing myself nude in the mirror every morning. Anyway. So do you guys have, Neil, what do you guys have Remind in your area, Neil? If you're still watching? I like it, but it's a little expensive. For $200 a month, it's a little expensive for what I was using it for. I think if I get busy again, I will start using it again. Either or, Jessica. Or Neil, I'm sorry, Neil. I have Matterport. I have honestly not been pushing it like I should. And that's my fault. Mike Goldberg's in the house. I know Pete Thorpe does a video 360 walkthrough, and he's out of Pennsylvania. But they're on lockdown too. They can't even go. They can't even go to the house. I think Michigan's on a complete shutdown. Michigan can't even leave the house to go take the lockbox off the door or take the sign out of the yard. And Pennsylvania is pretty much kind of the same way. I think Maryland's open a little bit. Do they have Remind? Do they have Remind in your area? Hey Andy, how's it going, buddy? Do they have Remind in your MLS? If they don't, reach out to your MLS because the Remind should work with it. Remind should work with your MLS pretty easily. Their goal is to be attached to every MLS in the nation, and it should be. I can actually look into New Jersey or Pennsylvania, but I can't get the phone numbers. I only get the phone numbers, and the email addresses for my MLS. But I can look anywhere in the nation for homes on Remind. That's what I remember them telling me. You don't have Remind there, Andy? You should check it out and see if your MLS will get it for you. Because it's free. It's mostly free anyway. How's that sound? It's a great benefit. Your MLS should be offering it. MLS should be offering it to everybody. Oh, so you guys got to ask me questions. Because you guys don't ask the questions, and I don't have much to talk about because we're 20 minutes in. We're 20 minutes into this point, and I haven't shut up yet. And I started this show with nothing to talk about except wine and me being a little bitchy tonight. There's two versions. There's the free version and a $200 a month version. The free version is we'll do free version will do good for you. We'll get you like names, but not email addresses or phone numbers. And for $200 a month, they'll get you the names and emails. Mike, here's how I used it last month. I lost a listing to someone. I won't mention any names. And because I think he's a jerkwad. So there you go, Bill. What I did is I went and I know they had 20 viewings over the first 2 days of the house because I know these things. I have an inside source. So I went into the neighborhood. I picked out 40 houses. I know the neighborhood pretty well. I sold houses over the last couple of years, and she knew this. And she didn't like the fact that I didn't work for a big company, and the guy who beat me on the deal worked for a big company. So I went into the neighborhood and did a subdivision, and picked out 20 buyers with a high and medium score to sell, and sent them a letter saying, "Hey, we just had 20 showings in your neighborhood. Your neighborhood on 1 Main Street, and it's like, so we have buyers looking in your area. If you're looking to sell, give me a call." I'm paraphrasing the letter, obviously. And the only thing I got out of it was one old man emailing me something. The only thing I got out of it was one old man emailing me and telling me to shut the hell up and never contact him again. So basically what I did is I put him on every mailing list that I could. I'm kidding. I did not. I wanted to. Swear to God, I wanted to. I knew Pennsylvania was on shutdown. I used to work for PPG Industries, believe it or not, Bill. I love PPG. In fact, until this lockdown, my PPG stock was through the roof. I worked there for 2 years. I think I bought me $500 worth of PPG stock, and it was worth $20,000. But before all this shit went to hell in a handbasket, I loved it. I love PPG. I will still, even though they fired me, I was downsized. I was Rookie of the Year, Quarter Buster 2 years in a row, Salesman of the Year, and I was downsized. I still use PPG products. I love their Great Olympic Stains, Lucite Paints, Pittsburgh Paints. Great products. I highly recommend them anywhere I go. But that's what I did with Remind, because I looked up all the houses around this one house. They said they were medium to high to sell. It's the letter. I put their names put their names on my Facebook marketing list, so they see my ads all the time, and AdWorks as well. So it works out well for me. It'll work out well. I'm not worried about it. I think I probably will get a listing out of that mailing if this COVID hadn't happened. But I'm not blaming COVID for anything. In fact, I'm busier now than I ever have been because I'm answering the damn phone. I think a lot of agents right now are not answering the phone, which is fine by me. I started real estate. I had my license in 09. Started selling full time in 12. I didn't do anything in 09, 10, and 11. I was doing something else, but I had my license in 09. I started to get full time in 2012, and I did better in 2012 and 2013, 2014 than I've done better in the last 2 years. So I was doing better then than I am now, because now all these little young punks are coming out and they're doing it cheaper than I can. They're doing it cheaper than I will. How's that sound? That make sense? But I'm going to have a good year this year. If we come out of this quickly, like if May is good, we don't get a rebound of the COVID. I'll have a good 2020. I'll have a great 2021. I'm not worried about that. I'm convinced that I'll have a good 2021. I'll have a great 2020. Well, last week it said week before last it said cool. Last week it said hot, and this week it says whaz and wah. I'm being a little crybaby bitch tonight, and I can't change the Celsius to Fahrenheit. At least I can't figure out how to change the Celsius to Fahrenheit. So it's my wah. I'm being a little bitch tonight, Mike. To be honest with you, Mike, I'm being a little bitchy tonight. Okay, is it okay with you? I'm a little bitchy tonight. Is it okay with you? Damn it! I'm kidding. I'm having one of those days. Like I left the office in a good mood. Time I left the office and got home, I was grumpy. One agent just asked me for a virtual on one of my listings. He sent someone over to it for $500. Good for you. One agent asked me for a virtual on one of my. That's what you should do. Good job. It's not necessarily a boutique agency. It's a small agency. It's only 8 or 9 of us, I think. My broker does about 125 to 130 sales a year alone. She does all the Fannie Mae for 19 counties. So I wouldn't call it a boutique, because we're nothing boutique about us. We're a bunch of grubbers. We're a bunch of workers. So I'm just one of those moods tonight. I appreciate it, Bill. I just one of those moods tonight. I'm out of a town. I live in Chesterton, in Indiana, which is northwest, which is about 45 miles southeast of Chicago. My office is out of Valparaiso, which is Valparaiso University. That's where I'm out. That's where my office is out of. I cover 2 counties, Lake and LaPorte and Porter. I do hit Lake once in a while. In fact, I was in Gary, Indiana today. So I was in Lake County today. But I tend to stay in my lane a little bit. I tend to stay in Michigan City, LaPorte, which is the 2 towns I grew up in. And I live in Chesterton, and I work in Valpo. So I tend to stay in those 4 cities. I'll do stretch a little bit, go to Portage, which is the next town over, because I know the area pretty well. So I tend to stay in my lane a little bit, and I'm happy there. I'm happy there. Well, not call us a boutique by any stretch of imagination. We're not nothing boutique about us. We're a bunch of workers. Scrappers, if you will. The only pretty one there is me. I'm kidding. If Valerie's watching, I'm kidding. But Valerie bust her ass. I think she closed 125, 119 last year by herself. And over half of those were Fannie Mae. And right now, and that was only covered when she's covering 7 counties. Now that she's got 19 counties, we have 2 offices, one in Valparaiso, one in Fort Wayne. But it's 8:27, guys. But I got 30 of you watching, so you guys ask me some questions when we get out of here. And then we'll call quits at 8:35. I promise you, 8:35 we'll call it quits. So ask me some questions. Ask me anything, and we'll call it quits at 8:35. Neil, where are you? You're out of New Jersey? No, we don't. We don't. I don't think we have a United Real Estate out of here. The company I just left with because they blew up. They incinerated. They was a 100% commission company. They just imploded. Was my previous company. They were prime real estate. It was lifestyle real estate. They were trying to do the 100% commission plan, and they just imploded on themselves and screwed a lot of agents. They owe me $700 for a referral, and they owe my broker, let's just call it a shit ton of money. Shit ton's more than 20 grand. Less than 100, more than 20. They owe over a shit ton of money. They owe another agent 20, 30 grand. They owe another agent. They owe other agents 14, 15,000. Prime that was now. I don't think no. It was two people that was no, it was not even that's someone else you're thinking of. I can't say the name. I won't say the name because it'll get me in trouble here if I say the name. I like the 100% because I paid every month. I paid $395 or $495 a month, and I liked it because I was closing and I'd made more money last year than I had the year before because I was doing the 100% plan, and I had a KV core the whole 9 yards. Really wonder if I've not heard of them, Bill, to tell you the truth. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm happy where I'm at. I've got a great split. I'm treated like royalty, and she takes care of me, which is half the battle. I'm a pain in the ass. You guys think I'm a dick here tonight? I'm a pain in the ass to work with, work for, to be around. I'm a bad boy of real estate. I'm just kind of I'm a good guy, but I'm also someone that if you piss off, you incur my wrath. You get the shit in the stick with me. But Bill, I've not heard of Realty One Group. If I have, they're not around ringing a bell with me right now. But I have heard of United Real Estate. I did hear of URE. I've never heard of Realty One. I can't say that I have anyway. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Too much wine tonight. So, who's watching The Last Dance of the Bulls? That's a great. I was living in Chicago at the time. And that was a great time to be in Chicago when the Bulls were winning. Because I lived up there in Grays Lake, Illinois, and that was right next to Libertyville, which is right next to where the Bulls played, and where the Bears are at too. What's the name of that damn town? But they all lived right. They all lived near me. I see Jordan once in a while. I see Pippen once in a while. I see Singletary. I see McMahon. See Walter once in a while. So living up there at that time was great because I see all those guys all the time. I just had them. I was never an autograph hound. I'd say hi to them once in a while, and that's all I would do. If I had a camera phone back then, I'd have a ton of shit on the pictures, though. I'd have a shit ton of pictures. What's your best way of getting real estate listings? Z-Buyer right now. Z-Buyer is working like a champ for me right now. And I've got an ISA that's calling them, and she's converting them a lot better than I ever could. I'm not sure she's saying to them, but she's getting me in front of them. And I'm converting a 1 out of 3 right now. And I'll be getting my third listing of the year come Friday, which is the best year I've ever had, best quarter I've ever had for listings ever. For three for the first part of the year, and I know I've got a fourth one coming on in May as well. Z-Buyer. Okay, you want a great one? Go to leadslikecandy.com. leadslikecandy.com. I'll check it out, Neil. I'll do it tomorrow. I promise you. I won't do it tonight. I'm gonna finish watching The Last Dance tonight when we're done here. But I promise I'll watch it. But on my ISA, my ISA, the one thing I'm glad I've done this year is hire an ISA. And if you guys want to know who that is, reach out to me tonight or tomorrow. DM me, and I'll give you the name and number of the girl that there. I get a free month out of it. If you guys sign up with her, I get a free month out of it. I'm on the pilot program right now, and I get a free month for every person that signs up. I get a free month, which there's some, and that's the only way I'm going to do it from here on out. Get a free month, and they've been fantastic. And it's like for the pilot program I'm on right now, it's $275 a month. And they call 50 leads, which I've blown through the 50 leads twice already, which I paid a little extra for that. So I'm happy with my ISA. She's converting things that I've never converted before. That it depends on your area, Neil. I think I pay $250, $175, $250 a month for mine. I think I haven't looked in a long time, but I'm grandfathered in my area right now, and I know I'm one of the six inside sales agent. ISA is inside sales agent. They're actually out of Atlanta, Georgia. If you want their name and number, reach out to me, DM me, direct message me. I'll be glad to give your name and number. And go from there. But they're an inside sales agent. They call from 8 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock my time. 8 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock my time. Standing after 9 o'clock my time, I call. And before 8 o'clock in the morning, I call. Which I don't call them before 8 o'clock in the morning. I rarely call after 9 o'clock. I have called at midnight before because I was pissy. And I wanted to call after 9. Just because I could. Hey, Carrie Ann. How you doing tonight? How's Punta Gorda going? How's Punta Gorda doing tonight? I reached out to my tenants down there and I told them they can stay for the month of May for free. Because I know they're out of Michigan, which Michigan's on lockdown. My tenants live in my condo in Florida. I said, if you want to stay in Florida, and you stay as long as you want. The only maybe pay the utilities and cable bill for the month and a water bill. But you can stay for as long as you like in May, and they are very, very appreciative. But I think I'm going to come down in December this year, though. I'm going to fly. I'm going to fly out by myself if I have to. Then I'm going to go crazy. But it's 8:35, and I got 50 of you guys watching, so I can't. I hate for me to leave with so many people watching. So you guys ask some questions. But Neil, Z-Buyer differs for every zip code, every area that you're looking at. So go to leadslikecandy.com, and go. You get a 10 or 50% discount if you go through them. And I'm happy with my ISA. I'm actually thrilled with my ISA right now. I know I'm kind of repeating myself a little bit, but they're converting things that I have never were able to convert. Either I wasn't quick enough or didn't care enough, and if you guys notice my voice is cracking or weak or I stumble and mumble, if I don't do my voice exercises in the morning, I don't have a very good voice because I have Parkinson's. So when I'm on the phone, it doesn't always work out so well for me. So they've actually picked the ball for me at this point. So I'm actually pretty happy with them. And I will extend my contract past the 4 months that I have them for. That's the plan anyway. But I need more homes to sell. I need more. That's it. For the longest time, Neil, I didn't get anything out of it with them either, but I kept at it. And I noticed I go back and look at the old ones I had, and a lot of people weren't converting them either.
Did you drink it all gone?
Nope. Barely touched it. The wife's in the house. You're richy tonight.
I just put a mask on, so my face is a little traumatized.
People think I'm beating you or something.
Oh.
Go away! You're bugging me, kid. $275 a month, but I'm on what's called the pilot program, Andy. $275 a month. DM me later, and I'll give you her name and number, and she'll talk you through it. Valerie says, hi, Mary. Don't encourage her, Valerie. She'll come back. She comes back, then I've got to put up with her more. And then I got to put up with her all night. And then shit just goes downhill from there. Happy wife, happy life. All right, guys, it's 8:40, 8:37. I've been going in for about 35 minutes on this already. We're going to call it a night. If you guys got any questions, feel free to DM me or call me too. Actually, someone called me last week. Robert Kleiner, if you're watching tonight. I actually paid off for him. I've never used a dialer because the last 2 years we've had shit for expireds. I've had maybe one expired a day to call, so I'm not going to use a dialer for that. The only dialer that I use is through KV Core, and so I'll hit the number and they'll dial it for me. So that's the only dialer that I ever use is through KV Core, and that's my website. My CRM right now is KV Core. The only dialer that I've used is through them, but I never use a Falcon or anything like that because I don't have enough expireds. I'll tell you how many expires we had today. If you guys give me 1 second, I'm sure May 1st we'll have 20 or 30 expireds, and that's just not enough for me to pull the trigger on a dialer right now. It's not worth the money for me to have a dialer. I mean, a year from now, when we start experiencing more expireds, might be worth the effort to have an expired at that dialer at that point. But right now, it's just not worth it for me. God damn it. Okay, I'll tell you how expireds we had today. We had 3 expireds today. Three expireds today. Now, and if I looked at the 3 expireds, tell me what I had called. I was calling expireds. Okay, 2 were land and 1 was commercials. I would not have called any of them. So I don't need a dialer at this point. God, I didn't realize we had 3 expireds. In the last 24 hours, we've had 48 new listings, and that's a little more than that's kind of an anomaly because probably looking at the last that's going longer than the last 40. Some are 2 days, some are 14 days, some are extended. And some one's active, no showing. Which why even put the damn listing in if you're active, no showing at this point? Because if you're active and no showing, you're just pissing me off. I can now explain to my buyer why I can't go show you the fucking house. That just pisses me off because it makes me look bad in front of the buyer. There's no one to explain to the buyer that I've got to explain to them why I can't go show you the house. Because the seller doesn't want to show you no showings in there. And we'll end up missing it. Yes, I'm being a little bitchy tonight. So out of the buyers that I would... No houses my buyer's looking for right now. Today, yesterday. No houses that my buyer's looking for are on the market right now. You guys have a good night. Is Kim Jong alive or dead? He's dead. Yes. Someone killed him. I'm convinced someone killed him. And then, guys, you guys want to reach out to me, give me a call at 219-872-8000. 219-872-8000, or email me at dwoodson@gmail.com, or DM me here, or friend me up on Facebook. I don't care. But I'll see you guys next week with the same Dave time, same Dave channel, right here, Monday nights, 8 o'clock Central. We'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Have a great week. See you then. I need to get a board so I can start playing music while I do this. Stop. You guys have a good night. See you later.